Alright, dudes and dudettes, it's hashtag genwone time again. So, last time we got our 6th badge, but now we gotta go to the snowy place, and we are under level. Somehow, despite wandering around and gathering a whole bunch of experience, we're gonna go through here, we're gonna figure out what it is we need to do. And then we're gonna do it. We might do some little bit of grinding here and there while we're doing this. So, but make sure you are followed on Twitch. So there's a little heart-shaped thingy. You hit the heart-shaped thingy, right? And then there is a subscribe button for YouTube. You can go ahead and hit subscribe for me. And then you can also hit the like button. Give me a like. Thumbs up. Thumbs up means more hashtag genwone, please. I want more genwone Pokemon. And we can do this on other genwone games. Or if you don't want more hashtag genwone, give us a like anyway and then tell us in the comments what you want instead. That would be great. Any kind of feedback would be great. I'm going to be answering questions from various people who have asked questions on Quora today. So if you have a question for me, you can type it in the chat. But we're going to go ahead and jump in here. So we're here. We're trying to get here. And I think we go through here to get... That's logic, right? But me using logic has not necessarily been helpful in this playthrough so far. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes from down there, right? So, alright, here we go. I think I've tried going through here before, and it didn't quite work. But yet you can't stun me and poison. I spin you right round, baby, right round. Oh, come on! Move 2 spaces, run into a Pokemon. Move 2 spaces, run into a Pokemon. Right now I feel like a Wobbuffet because I'm beating my head against the wall. So I don't think I went this way before. Okay, yeah. Here we go. This looks promising. If I could stop running into Dope Trios. Which came first from Pokemon out of all the different formats? The show, the game, the card game, the video game. But yeah, the video game started it. Which we had a discussion about Digimon last time. And Digimon and Tamagotchi actually started as these tiny little games. That were like, you know, they stuck them on a keychain and you had to keep track of them. Pokemon didn't start like that. They started with one of these type games. Like a full-fledged RPG. Digimon didn't do that until after they had done the little tiny Tamagotchi thingies. I believe that's why we decided that Digimon that actually didn't fare as well as Pokemon in the long term, because Pokemon actually had, you know, actual games that were actually pretty good. They're actually published by Nintendo too, so that helps. But yeah, so that, okay, yeah, we're getting somewhere. I haven't been this way. Oh dear, the fog. Alright, we're just going to walk through the fog. I don't have anybody that knows defog, and I don't think I have the HM for defog, even if I wanted to, so yeah, and we're definitely in the right place now, because everything's the same. Oh yeah, that's right, so the fog kind of makes it harder for things to hit, so our miss chance has gone up quite a bit, since we don't know defog. Pokemon trading game worth it in 2021. I don't know much about trading card game scene. Last time I played it was 2018, 2019, something like, no, not 2019. Probably 2017, 2018, somewhere in there. If you like card games, Pokemon card games fun. If you have lots of people to play with, if you have a local scene that you can go to, or like usually they'll have something set up for Pokemon at like a local comic shop or something. So you can always go there and, you know, try it out. Go to some event and play around with some of them, see what you think. As far as like if you're trying to trade the cards for money, it's hard to do that without knowing much about the scene itself. So you kind of have to get involved with the scene, see what people are interested in playing and trying to get. in order to know what you're going to make money on. They're not going to make nearly as much money as they did when they first came out. Let's be fair. So, like, I think first edition Charizard still make hundreds of dollars, but you're almost never going to see something like that again. You could probably make some good money if you know what to look for. I wish I had actually taught something Defog, but I don't know what would actually be able to learn it. I don't think we have anything that can learn it. Maybe the Dodrio. Yeah, so the card game is actually how I wound up spending the period between Gens 4 and Gen 6. That's how I know a lot of the Gen 5 accoutrement, having the cards. So I know like some of the characters' names, like and Juniper, but I don't know very much about them as characters. Why is Misty the best Pokemon girl? I would argue that's not necessarily true. I think most people think that Misty is the Pokemon girl because she was the first major female character in the games. I'd have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure she's like one of the first female characters you hear about in the first gen games. Her entire gym is female trainers, if I remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure there are female ace trainers before that, but you know, ace trainers were not all of them were named. So I think most people just say that Misty's the best Pokemon girl because she was the first one and everybody loves their first, you know. But yeah, no, I would argue that's not necessarily true. And it does depend on whether you're talking about the anime or you're talking about the games. To be honest, I think Gen 5 has a lot of the most interesting female characters. Cynthia is actually pretty cool in this one. It's one of the few times I will praise Gen 4 is you at least have a pretty cool champion in this one. Marnie in Sword and Shield. I think Marnie's pretty cool. Her choice of typing, not necessarily her Pokemon choice, let's put it that way. What is the order of Pokemon games released? So, the very first Pokemon game released was Green in Japan. Later, they released Red, which was basically the same thing as Green, except Red was missing Pokemon. You couldn't get all of the Pokemon in the wild, whereas in Green you could actually collect all of them. We in the States did not get a version of Green as we know it. We got basically two versions of Red. One that was missing the Pokemon that Red was missing, and one that had those Pokemon but was missing a different set. So that's the order. Green, red, and then red and blue in America, and then yellow. And then gold and silver came out at the same time, and at that point you have all of them kind of coming out about the same time, except for like the enhanced versions. So a year and a half later, Crystal came out, Ruby and Sapphire came out, and then Emerald came out a little bit later. And then that generation, they also had, now this is where I get a little confused, because I think Emerald came out after Leaf Green and Fire Red, if I remember correctly. Ruby, Sapphire at the same time. Leaf Green, Fire Red at the same time. Emerald. Then we go to the DS one. So Pearl and Diamond came out at the same time. Then Heart Gold, Soul Silver came out. Then Platinum came out. We had Black and White, and then we had Black 2 and White 2. Then we had X and Y. And then we didn't actually have a enhanced edition of X and Y at all. So then we had Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun and Moon. Then we had Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Then we had Sword and Shield. I think that's it. Yeah. Obviously that's missing all the side games, and those are hard to keep track of. Who created the Pokeballs and how old is that technology? I don't believe that's anything that's been answered in Pokemon lore that I'm aware of. However, in a game that has not been released, Arceus game, I forgot the name of it, and in that, it actually takes place in what looks like feudal Japan. Well, but not feudal Japan, but you get my point. It takes place in what would be our feudal Japan type era. And they have wooden Pokeballs. So somebody developed something akin to that in that era. So we know that it has been around at least since then. So if we're presuming the same amount of time has passed, we're looking at 400 years ago. They developed something that was akin to a Pokeball. Ah, we made it. Okay. Alright, so we're here in the snow. Fascinating. So this is where everybody's getting their Zubats now, huh? When and where did the idea of Pokemon come from? If you... In interviews, one of the original directors for this game said that he collected bugs as a child. And so that's where he sort of got the idea of this bug collecting thing. Not punch it, please. Quick attack actually beat it out, probably because it's higher level. Get out of here. Stop trying to look enticing. Go away. No, don't fall in love with the Lopunny. What is the point of an Everstone? Everstone? So the Everstone is to prevent something from evolving. So if you have a Pokemon that would evolve and you don't want it to, you give it an Everstone. You don't have to sit there hitting B every time it levels up. There are certain times you would want something to not evolve. Namely, if they learn something from their base form or their previous form that you want them to actually learn, giving them an Everstone will allow you to continue to level them up and get that attack. Not have to worry about hitting B every time you level up. There are certain Pokemon where the evolution is actually to their detriment. Galarian form of Corsola is a ghost Pokemon, ghost type, and it actually has an interesting thing in the meta where it's actually really good as like a trap setter, and it can actually evolve into Corsola if you let it, so you have to give it an Everstone to prevent it from doing that. Oh my gosh, there's a Charizard out here. Roshi, kill it. I throw my potion on you, and you got healed up. 35, come on. Also, can somebody tell me when these things evolve? I'm starting to drive me nuts. Also known as fake wood, also known as giant rock, also known as thing my Aqua Tail will kill. Flash. Yeah, I'm glad that they put this here, because this is a long trek through here. You fly away from this one, Scarecrow. Wait, that's not the line either, is it? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna barge in. Oh, it's right there. Go figure. Alright. Well, at least now we have that. Fly away, my giant Pokeball. Fly away. While we're waiting, make sure you like and subscribe and follow. And hit that bell notification button. Give us a like if you want more Gen 1 content. If you don't want more Gen 1 content, write in the comments what you want to see instead. So what we'll do is we'll just run in here real fast, take on a trainer or two, and see how much we need to grind. Trick for making a little hot under the collar. If you say so. Pelipper. Pelipper's not an ice type. You guys can't stick to theme either, huh? Don't have enough ice Pokemon, so we're just gonna use water Pokemon instead. Huh? Golduck? Come on! That's not ice. Steelix. Steelix? I taught it Ice Fang just so it can be in the Ice Gym. How cute. 2 water Pokemon and a Steel Pokemon. Okay, so we probably do need to grind a little bit before we try to take on this entire gym, because they're anywhere between 3 and 4 levels higher than us at the moment, so I would like to be at least 35-ish before we try to take on the whole thing. I mean, granted, I understand there's not that many ice Pokemon in Gen 1 or Gen 4, but there are at least some. You can at least try. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button so you know when we're going live. We're going to go back to our normal schedule on Tuesday nights, starting next week. Make sure you like if you like what you see here. If you don't like what you see here, please leave a comment and let me know what you would like to see in place of what we're doing here. So, in the meantime, dudes and dudettes, stay cool, stay #genwone. We'll see you next time.